Hello Triple R viewers, or should I say ciao, because today we have an Italian stallion.
The 2022 Lamborghini Urus.
Finished in Arancio Borealis. This thing is awesome. Let's go check it out.
I think today we have the most aggressive looking SUV on the market.
100%.
It's been killing the game forever. It
Ever,
really has.
since its existence.
Since it came out, nothing's looked as mean as this. Up front we got a huge grille, lots of bugs. Dad, don't mind those. Very angry looking headlights.
Yes, these are
the daytime running lights look awesome.
Hexagonal headlights.
And I like these fork looking details for the grille. Lots of real vents on this car, but also lots of fake ones.
This specific Urus that we're reviewing today has 23-inch gloss black wheels, finished with the Arancio Borealis paint matched calipers, which
are the biggest on the market.
Yes, sir.
Biggest calipers and rotors.
Extreme stopping power from this piece.
They're carbon ceramics.
Yes.
Another very unique feature this has, frameless doors. There's no window frame on these, kind of like the Audi Q8, which is where this car originates from.
It is similar to the Q8, more similar than I would like it to be. But because of everything Lamborghini on it, I think this thing is just mean. Awesome. It's so cool. 10 times better than Q8.
Taillights are very cool.
Taillights match the same shape as the front headlights with this Y hexagonal shape.
What do you think they're too similar to?
So personally, I do think that at night, without seeing the back of this and only seeing the taillights, it looks spot on to a Toyota RAV4.
All right, also in the rear, we got this very, very aggressive rear diffuser, finished in gloss black to tie in with all the other components.
Yes.
Paired with the Archipovic exhaust, which sounds awesome. You'll hear that in a couple minutes.
It's awesome.
I also really like to point out the rear of this.
Yes.
With the slanted trunk. I think it adds the aggressiveness that the front also ties it in very well in the back.
This is an extremely aggressive SUV.
With the spoiler. Looks awesome.
Spoiler continues the body lines with a triangular look over here,
but fake vents. Talk about those later.
Yes.
Coming around to this side, another fake vent.
Yes.
But with the Italian flag logo. Up top, we got your roof rack rails to fit all of your skiing equipment, whatever you want. I mean, you can use this car anywhere. You can go to the desert, you can go to a ski mountain, and it's also got a panoramic sunroof. Come here, Kyle.
Let's talk.
What are your thoughts? $303,000 for this car. What do we got here?
Plastic fenders.
Plastic fenders.
You know, it's sad. A little bit sad.
Same with the skirts.
It's like putting a wife beater on Channing Tatum. You just don't do that.
Let's get inside this thing.
Move on to the interior.
Starting with these doors. Soft opening and soft closing.
Yes.
They have an electronic lock. So it kind of pops open instead of clunking open like your traditional car. Starting with the door panels. You got this really nice aluminum here with this very cool textured wood. Again, no clicking, electronic. The door latches are electronic, which I think kind of add to the cool technology feel of the car.
Yeah, definitely. In here you've got two haptic displays which stem directly from the Audi Q8, which I recognize, but I still think look good. Good enough to dismiss the thought of a haptic display from an Audi from inside your Lamborghini.
Up front, bucket seats. We've got perforated leather with, again, orange stitching to tie into the rest of the car. 18-way adjustable. Very cool. Lumbar support. Kind of like your traditional car, but it's a Lamborghini, so why not talk about it? We got the Lamborghini crest on the headrest, which I think is killer. Heated and cooled, also. Very nice. If you come inside, you've got your jet fighter controls, as I like to call them. We got your reverse lever. We got your park and your manual. And if you lift this red button, like a fighter jet, it's the start-stop button. Very cool. All right, to change your modes in this car, you have this very cool lever that only goes down. So if you miss one, you can't go back up, which kind of stinks, but this is your Anima lever. Anima stands for the Adaptive Network Intelligent Management System in this car. Starting at the top, we got Strada, which is street. Sport is sport. Corsa is race. Sabia is sand. Terra is dirt. And Neve is snow. Tying in with the rest of the car, we have these hexagons, is what you would call them?
Yeah.
Octagons? Hexagons.
Probably hexagons. Six-sided.
They tie in with the rest of the car. Perforated seats. Everything's got hexagons all over it if you look hard enough. Even these cup holders are shaped. Very cool. Let's hear what Kyle has to say.
Coming into the driver's seat, we've got the same comfort bucket seats with the perforated leather, heated and cooled, hexagonal stitching. But what I want to point out is on the speakers, there are these triangular baby food looking shapes. If you know the kind of baby food I'm talking about.
The puffs.
Yes, the puffs. So it has those triangular shapes, but they're on every speaker in the car. Here, on the doors, back doors. It even has the shape on the gas pedal. Brake pedal, there we go. Footrest.
Also, when you start the car, Bang & Olufsen speakers from the 3D advanced system, the tweeters rise, which I think is pretty cool. Now let's see them go down. Pointless, but cool. All right, let's talk about this steering wheel. Very aggressive. I love the squared off bottom. We also got the Italian flag here, just like on the fender vents. We got the Lamborghini crest in the center again. Let's talk about paddles real quick. Plastic paddles, steering wheel mounted. My one critique with this interior is I wish they were column mounted. Every other Lamborghini, modern Lamborghini, has column mounted paddle shifters that are big and meaty. These are kind of small and plastic. Not my favorite.
This Urus has the same engine as the RS Q8. It is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, pushing out 641 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, paired with the Akrapovic exhaust and a ZF 8-speed transmission.
Which shifts on a dime.
Here, in the middle of this engine cover, it shows you the firing order of each cylinder, which I think is an awesome touch. And overall, this engine bay just looks insane.
And the hood is giant. All right, let's hop in and see how she drives. Time to take a drive in the Urus. The owner of this car, thank you to him.
Yes.
Said that we should start in sport.
Very generous man.
Very.
Letting us not only review this car, but also drive it.
Yeah.
That sounds...
It revs pretty high in sport.
It revs up to just below 7,000, and the second you let it off the gas, it pops. What's your opinion on the steering wheel, too?
I love it. It's so thick.
Dude, I am so pumped right now. I don't think it actually said it.
I'm gonna pop it into Strata just so we could hear ourselves think for a few minutes. Wow, that's a big change.
That's a really big change. Also, this, as a passenger, is much more comfortable than that X5M.
I can agree.
The way that you're set,
But
the suspension's not as stiff, and you're not like...
But for triple the price, shouldn't it be?
Yes, you are correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sitting behind the wheel, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think you can not be excited driving a Lamborghini SUV. Everything feels good.
Yeah.
Everything.
This
It's
is
quiet
awesome.
in here. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Infotainment system is nice, not obstructive.
Insulation on this is definitely great.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. Alcantara headliner.
Alcantara headliner.
Oh, you know what? We should open
We're
this so
three
we can
for
get
three.
some light in here on us.
Hell yeah.
The seats, comfortable.
Comfortable. Not...
If I'm
Crazy.
being honest, I'm just driving a normal SUV.
Yeah.
I really am. It doesn't... When you take a step back and think about it, it's very cool. But it doesn't feel like I'm driving a Lamborghini.
No, it's not like it's
In the nicest way possible.
yeah, it reminds me of just a comfortable,
An Audi.
luxurious, yeah, an
A
Audi.
Q8.
Yeah.
Let's pop it into sport.
So that's
Just listen. I'm not even tapping the gas.
lower the windows so you can hear.
Yeah.
Mind you, these is
we're
actually
going
like
35 right now.
Yeah.
So in Corsa, it's pretty rowdy, but it holds that gear very, very, very high.
Yeah.
All right, we just put it in the manual, see how the paddles feel, see how quick the shifting is when I press both paddles. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are extremely fast
Instant
shifts.
shifts. Listen for the click. That sounds good. It's got this deep, deep rumble
It's throaty.
that vibrates really well throughout the interior.
The noises from the Huracan and V10s from Audi and Lamborghini, those are higher pitched, like angry sounds. Lamborghini did a great job with this engine, I will say.
I agree.
They
The whole
tuned
car.
it so well.
The
to,
whole
like,
car.
Their standards. It sounds amazing.
It pops so good.
This is awesome. I never stop.
Should do that for what it costs.
Dude, that is like next level. I love the way it drives so far. I love the way the
Unbelievable.
passenger feel is.
I agree.
I think passenger-wise, you're not gonna have a complaining guest.
Yeah, the gentleman who owns this car asked us kindly to not launch it, so it won't be in this video. So we're doing just some light pulls. That was 45, 50 miles an hour, but
And it gets to 45, 50 miles an hour really quick. This is awesome.
again, first to second, we're going 35, and it just screams.
Oh, that is so sick. Now for the most exciting Paisan tweaker test of them all.
This is Paisan.
Fuji.
Tweaker, how are we doing?
Dude, I disapprove of this thing. There is no headroom in here. With this thing in there, for an SUV like this, I should be very comfortable in here. Like the X5M, I had so much room. It wasn't hot in there.
What would you rate this on the tweaker scale?
Oh, this is up there with the M5. Even though the M5 was like really way more compact than this, I really don't like this. So I'll give it a 4.
Chinese fire drill!
Go, go, go!
Gentlemen, how are the back seats?
Yeah, how do
Sorry.
you guys like them?
All right, so these are very nice.
The back bucket
They're
seats.
bucket seats, so you're really gonna like feel that encasing you in the seat there. It really feels like a sports car, especially from the back. So I really like that.
All right, I like it. Tegan, what are your thoughts?
I feel the same way. They're really nice. The leather's really nice. I like the sunroof. I wish it went back a little bit farther,
Let's go.
but it's awesome.
Now, what I said about the BMW steering wheels was that they were really thick.
This is next level.
Oh my, this is like Lizzo thick. I mean,
I don't
like,
know. I wish it was BMW thick.
yeah, this is like a more angular feel. Paddles, like you mentioned, though, are not column mounted, which I wish they were.
First impression of the passenger seat. I feel really good in a Lambo.
Yeah.
Can't complain. 35. I mean, it wants to keep going.
We're
not going to, but it wants to just go.
And the heads-up display on this is
It's sick.
awesome. It's hexagons all the way up
To red line.
to red line. Oh, and it farts too. It's tooting.
All right, let's. I'm gonna throw you in the Strata, which
All
is
right.
comfort.
Silent.
Silent, like an electric.
Silent, and it drives like a peppy SUV.
But
It's
Hyundai Palisades are peppy SUVs.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I love this, but it's not giving me that $302,000 MSRP feel.
I agree. I feel as if it is overpriced. I think what you get is great. I think the product is awesome.
And if you're a Lamborghini fan like myself, if I had the money, I'd buy one of these.
Yes.
But when you're comparing it to an RSQ8, yes, it's more sporty, more performance oriented, but the RSQ8 for half the price.
Yeah.
Let us know you have one of those we can review, because I'm very curious to see how that compares to this.
It's an interesting thing because you would expect a lot more out of a Lamborghini. And I mean, you are getting a lot. Like, this is such an exciting driving
This is a lot.
experience. But it's not like the rowdy, crazy ridiculousness of Huracans and Aventadors that you see more of or are more commonly known.
Exhaust note, perfect.
braking.
I wouldn't want anything more.
Yeah, the braking
Brakes
on
are
this.
insane.
Nuts. That was cool. That was a really good
So
stop.
since you're in Strata,
Auto start. Interesting. And
$330,000 on a Lamborghini
and you know what else I don't like?
that has auto start stop.
Holds. This has hold.
It does. I think the best part about it is it's Lamborghini capable, but we can go to Stop and Shop right now. I mean, if you put down a tarp, you can even fill it with mulch if you really wanted to. It's fast.
Yeah.
But it didn't wow me any more than the X5M.
Paddles were definitely they're definitely better in this than the BMWs, but I mean, I would like more from the Lamborghini SUV. I think that it's awesome.
Not much. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit more. Just a little more craziness, you know? And I understand that
We're getting
target
waves from
market.
all around. People are filming it. Wow. I mean,
All right, you know what?
definitely a hazard though, because people stop and stare, and if they're driving next to you. Best part about it, we said it with the X5M, everything about the super SUV category.
Yeah.
There's 4 people comfortably in here right now.
Yeah, and I would not mind, like, I could road trip this car. I could drive this thing cross country if I wanted to.
It's very comfortable.
It's comfortable. Like, that's the one thing that I will say is awesome.
It is definitely a softer ride than the X5M.
Way softer. So we're gonna rate the interior, the exterior, and then the drive quality. All right, so interior on this. I think it's very Audi-like, but it also has really good stuff. Let me think for a second.
Yeah, I'm thinking too. All right, I got my number.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
7.8. Okay.
Because then you still have buffering room if you want to review like a Cullinan or something, which is
that much.
And probably another 1.5 to 2 points higher. So
yeah, all right.
Interior is quality.
Yeah, it is quality, but it reminds me too much of an Audi.
The leather isn't as soft as the X5M.
No, not as soft. Like it's very Audi-like. That's the one thing that I don't necessarily like about it. All right, exterior. Look, styling.
I think it's a very controversial car.
It could go both ways.
It was at debut and it still is now. But for someone that knows what it is.
Yeah, I love this car.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. 8.2.
Okay.
8.8.
I'm at an 8.8. Just because it's not quite a 9, but I would say
the only thing I'd change is the front.
The front, it's
front
mixed
looks
emotions.
like a largemouth bass.
I get mixed emotions from it.
But all right, and then performance. Well, performance for an SUV.
Performance for the sport SUV
class. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 9.1. I was being
very close.
641 horsepower.
And you feel the torque.
You feel it all.
You feel everything. And I
even
love
from I wonder what this thing feels like under some serious power.
Yes.
Like under load.
Tops out at 190 miles an hour. That is an extreme top speed for an SUV. So our combined score for this is a...
Love it.
Vince. This is awesome. Such a great
Speechless.
car. Yeah. No, it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's so sick. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who is able to, who has the means of buying it. Whether you have a big family or it's just you, 100%.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's a Lamborghini SUV. What's there to not like?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Triple R Reviews.
Let us know what you want to see next, because it could be something like this.
Ciao.
Ciao. Camera.
Oh, and clap.
The camera is going. Now clap.
Which is
very
Paisan.
cool. Paisan at its finest. Oh yeah, what's up?
Whose Urus are you driving?
You know,
Really?
yeah, we're reviewing it.
Oh, you're reviewing it?
Yeah, we're mid-review.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I'll call you back in a little bit.